Today we're going to talk about the Ergodox HotDox V2. It's a 76 key mechanical keyboard, and I just recently picked one of these up. And I've been playing with it quite a bit here the last couple weeks and enjoying it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it today. And this is my first video, so my apologies if the audio sucks, or if my edit sucks, or if I suck. I thought I'd give this a try because I thought it was interesting and figured I'd share it with the world. I know it's been talked about a bit on the internet, but I thought I'd go over my first opinions on this right now. Gosh, where to start? So, I want to talk about the keyboard itself. So, let's do a little switch over to a top-down view and show you what it's about. Yeah, so this is the keyboard. It's, as I mentioned before, it's a 76 key mechanical keyboard. And as we can see here, it is quite a unique layout. It has a little LCD on the screen, or I'm not sure if it's an LCD, but it's a little screen that displays some information for you about your layers, and the left screen has the layers, and the right screen has some input information, which is just kind of silly. It really just shows you the last few keys that were typed. I don't know if the camera will pick that up or not, probably not, but yeah, so what about this keyboard? So I guess it's interesting. As we can see here, it's got some crazy thumb clusters that can be programmed to do whatever you want. Boy, I gotta stop bumping my desk here. Yeah, so this everything's programmable. Every single key is programmable. It is definitely not a standard layout, as you can see. If we pull up the pictures again, it is what they call a staggered linear layout, or what is the term for that? It's ortholinear, or I think typical ortholinear are completely square, whereas this has some kind of rounding to it for your finger shape here, as you can see. And then obviously, as mentioned, it has some thumb clusters, which with a total of, 6 keys here that you can program. So, and here you can get a better view of the screen on each side. So yeah, what kind of cool stuff I found about this keyboard? Obviously, it's programmable. I come from a history of several other programmable keyboards, and let's show one of these. So this is a Logitech K850, I believe, and this thing is pretty grody, but yeah, K850. I've used this for work for years and years. I mean, I'm a software engineer, and I have put hours and hours and hours in thousands of lines of code with this keyboard. And it is kind of ergonomic. Still a standard staggered key layout. This one's got a 10 key on it. If we look at the profile, though, you can kind of see there, it's kind of raised in the middle. So it gives you a little bit of kind of a tenting, they like to call it, where the center is raised up to kind of change your wrist position to help with that. Had to forgive me, I can't remember what the terms are. It's pronation and supination, and then flexion and something else. And yeah, sometimes those things can cause pain. They can. I know myself, I start to get uncomfortable after hours at the keyboard, so I thought I'd try something a little different. Then I've also got, I think what most people know is the most commonly used ergonomic keyboard. Maybe not the most common, but one of them, at least in the wireless market. It's a Logitech K860. So the other one was a K850. This one, if we look at it, has a way more extreme curvature to it. You can really see the wave to the board there. And this one also features a really cool thing that I like, which is the negative tilting. So on the back here, there are, oops, let's get this in view. You can see we got 2 layers of negative tilting rather, which will kick the back side of the keyboard up towards you, which helps kind of keep your hands at a better position. This one I haven't actually had a chance to play with too much. I actually just got it recently. I'm familiar with it. I've used other staggered split layout boards before, like Microsoft Sculpt. I use that one. Oh, sorry, lots of background noise there as I clip those shut. My apologies. But I've used the Microsoft Sculpt. I use that for a long time. I've also got what everybody's really familiar with, you know, just your standard kind of gamer keyboard. This one I used for a long time too, primarily just for gaming, but for just, you know, my regular use stuff as well. This one is nothing fancy. It's a Corsair K60 RGB Pro mechanical board. This one I believe has they're a low profile linear. I can't remember exactly which ones. I want to say it's a cherry red linear. But so yeah, this is just thought I'd bring these out for example to talk about them a bit. But let's talk a bit more about the Ergodox. So yeah, let's talk about the Ergodox and some of the programmability of it. Some other cool functionalities. I'll show off what I'm using these over here for in a second. But I thought it'd be nice to have this kind of view. One thing to note, I did get these wrist pads here. They were Amazon. Some dog hair on there. Amazon purchase for Ergodox specifically. You can kind of see their shapes so that they fit right nicely into the keyboard here. And I believe there's another like more popular model of this board, which is made by I believe ZSA or ZSA, and they can pull up the website here in a second just to see what that's about. Yeah, so let's actually, speaking of websites, let's go back to here and let's talk about the programming software. So VIA, this is my first time actually using this, so I got to learn what I was doing with this keyboard at the same time as I was trying to figure out how to actually type on it because my fingers felt very broken. But yeah, so let's talk about this a little bit. So the way VIA works is obviously you can see it's just a graphical display that shows the keyboard. It gives you a very wide selection of different options of what you can set keys to, and every single key on this keyboard can be set to any one of these options here, and there is a ton to choose from, including your macro functionality. I haven't done too much with this yet, but let's actually go back to basic. So yeah, let's look at the let's show some of these lighting things here. So this is obviously just a solid. So we got breathing. I think like these might just be different speeds. Yeah, so you can see it's breathing there. Let's turn up the speed here. So what else we got? We got rainbow. Just kind of shifts through the colors. Rainbow swirl. That one looks pretty cool. I just had it solid, but I might play with some more of these. So that's the rainbow swirl. The snakes are pretty fun. We'll actually see the snake kind of dance across the board. Very neat. Let's see what else we got. Let's try snake 6. Oh yeah, it's going crazy fast. That's cool. What else we got? So the night, this is kind of a cool like rainbowy pattern as well. I'm not sure exactly what these are supposed to be, but they do look nice. Oh, another downside maybe while we're talking about this is if you notice the board has underglow or backlighting, but it does not have shine through keycaps. That is one thing I have been looking to try to find is some underglow or shine through keycaps to really let this thing beam. So what else we got? So what's Christmas look like? Okay, so Christmas is kind of chill. I don't know, I was expecting maybe some red on there, but there's not. What else we got? Ingredients. Okay, yeah, so just a bit of a changing gradient, little different colors. And yeah, so just some of the options there. Now, what else is there to talk about this thing? I guess big notes is it is not wireless. Um, it does come with a pretty significantly long cable for the split so that you can really stretch this thing out as far as you want. I personally have been running it almost exactly at the width of the arms of my chair rather, and I have found it extremely comfortable. I can just leave my elbows kind of sitting up on my armrests, and then I can just type away as I like right here. Yeah, so what else can I talk about? Oh, yeah, so the other cool thing that I found, and this was through some kind folks on Reddit, were these, which are a little phone stand. And there are many options for doing this, but this one I liked the idea of. So it kind of pops up and you can see folds into this nice little shape. It's actually just a phone stand. So let's see here. Phone goes right on there, could sit either way. But what you can do is you can use them for tinting, which is what I have been doing. And you can kind of set them up like this, however you like. You get this a little bit better view. I got a second one here. I think these were like 15 bucks or so on Amazon. I'm not totally sold on the angle, but I am going to experiment with some rubber feet here coming up. So you can see now, this is actually at a pretty nice tenting angle, and this actually is not uncomfortable by any means to use. It's just a little steep maybe for my preferences. This video is a little disjointed, but it is my first one. I hope somebody gets something interesting out of this. I will try to put up some more stuff like this too. I really like talking about and using different equipment, input devices, etc. I like experimenting with things to make my life more comfortable, my life more easy. As you can see over here, I have the Slim Blade Pro that I'm also using right now. But I also got, a plethora of mice too. All of these are kind of considered ergonomic mice. The MX Master 2S, Razer Basilisk V3, and a Logitech G502. So maybe I'll talk about these sometime on another video. I don't know. This is kind of my first time just giving this an attempt. So let's see what we got, and hopefully, like I said, you got something out of this. You enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.